Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Hi Nisha, welcome in. Thank you for liking. Hi June Gemini, welcome in. Nisha, I'm getting a yes. Ace of Cups. You're welcome, Nisha. June Gemini, I'm getting a yes for you. Page of Wands. Shelly Lard, yes. Six of Wands. You're welcome. Emmy, you also have a yes, Six of Wands, as well as the Empress. You're welcome. Nausea, I'm answering yes or no questions. You're welcome, Emmy. Hi, Marta. I'm doing good today. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Daisha, I'm getting a yes. Queen of Cups. Nausea, I'm getting a yes. Six of Pentacles. Awesome, Marta. Glad to hear you're doing good. Martha, I am getting a yes for you. 3 of Wands. This is the card of looking forward or trying to figure out what to do next. Amy, has he seen you as a summer camp counselor? I am getting a yes, Amy. King of Pentacles. You're welcome, Marta. Diana, I'm getting a yes, the Star. Sophie. Not at this time. No, there's no regret right now. I have the Tower. Crow's Nest, thank you for the donation. You will be after James. Let's see. I have you for an in-depth Crow's Nest, is that right? You're welcome, Sienna. Lotus Bean, just post your question and I'll answer it. Sophie, you're welcome. Sophie, I think that D might change their mind on this, but right now I think they might just be upset. Okay, Crow's Nest, perfect. Lotus Bean. Chew! Lotus Bean, I'm getting a no. I have the Hermit in the Tower. So Lisa, what Spirit is telling me for your answer is that if David told you this directly, it is true. But they're saying don't assume that this is the case. I have the Knight of Swords. Don't jump to that conclusion on your own. But if he told you, then you can believe him. He's not lying, basically. Galilea. Galilea, I'm getting a no for yours. I have the Moon. Thank you, Lotus. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome, Galilea. Hey, nannies, welcome in. Nannies, I'm getting a yes. I have the Six of Cups for you. It's okay, Pero. You're welcome, nannies. Peru, I'm getting a no, the Hermit. Diamond Girl, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You're welcome, Peru. Diamond Girl, I'm getting a yes. Three of Pentacles. Kevin, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. If you have a yes no question you'd like to ask, get it in ASAP. We're about to close the list. Kevin, I am getting a yes. You also have the Six of Cups. You're welcome, everyone. Okay, free list is now closed. We are going to move on to donations. Hey, James, welcome in. You're welcome, Kevin. James, is it okay if I post your question in the chat? Yeah, you were about 10 seconds before closing, Kevin. You did good. All right, this is for James. So, James, that theme of surrender is coming through really strongly in this reading from Patty. Um, this is indicating that she's in the energy either still or even more so of not necessarily trying to control the outcome, not trying to control everything when it comes to your relationship. And a lot of times, even if we are at a distance, we're still using that as a way to control the way that something will go or control the direction of the way that something will happen. And that's out of self preservation, trying to protect yourself. And I feel like with her, this feeling or this theme of surrender is still here, which is good because surrender allows for change. It allows for allowing someone to get closer to you than maybe what's naturally comfortable. We also have the temperance card. So there's a lot of like patience, and I'm not going to sit here and try to control every single outcome because control is essentially trying to predict how things are going to go or try to persuade things to go the way that you want them to. Whereas when you surrender, you can just let things naturally happen and you're not trying to block anything, get in the way of anything. It does make you more vulnerable, but it allows for beautiful blessings to come in. And so I feel like that's what she's doing, even more so, or maybe she's getting back into just allowing for the relationship to just happen without having to constantly worry about what you're going to do or what you're going to say or what's going to happen or how things are going to go. It's just like she's trying to trust the process. I don't get that there are any influences or blocks here. I have a no in regards to that question. So that's good. I like it when I always get a no for both because then that helps me to see that things are just flowing at least this week or right now for you guys. Um, so I have the Page of Cups. Pages is like a student, and this is in the position of what she's showing or giving to the connection. And so this could be an eagerness to learn, an eagerness to maybe learn from you or to learn more about you, understand you better. Pages are messengers as well. So when we have the messenger of love, aka Page of Cups, this indicates that she is feeling like maybe things are falling into place, falling into alignment. Maybe again, this card is of signs and synchronicities. So she's continuing to get those signals from the universe about your relationship with one another, and she's just trying to maybe again have faith, trust in the process. I don't feel that ultimately what I'm trying to say is I don't feel that she's giving resistance right now. I feel like she's very much just allowing things to happen and naturally unfold. It's indicating that she's very in tune with your relationship and with you specifically. This card indicates a sensitivity, like a really good intuition or being really tapped in, trying to be more thoughtful about her words, how she interacts with you, how she approaches your connection. It also indicates that there could be some fantasizing about your relationship and what's to come from it, or maybe fantasizing about the next steps that you guys are going to take. It could also talk about thinking back on recent interactions with a very like dreamy or daydreamy type of like thought process. Um I feel like she's just interested in what you have to show her. So that's good. Thoughts, feelings, intentions. So for intentions, the one thing that's standing out to me with the Ten of Pentacles is that she's here. You're welcome, Daisha. She's here saying James is going to be in my life like forever. For the foreseeable future, I want him here with me. And Ten of Pentacles is just like that enduring, everlasting, long lasting type of bond that you have with someone. It's basically they're in my life now and I want them to be here forever kind of thing. So I feel like she's here saying that she doesn't ever foresee a day where you guys are not going to be in one another's lives. Thoughts and feelings feel good. I see the chariot and the sun, both major arcana cards indicating that she sees things clearly. She sees them for what they are. She's not allowing her judgment to get clouded here. When you think about the chariot, you think of focus and a straight path forward. And when you see the sun, you think about clear, sunny days. There's nothing getting in the way, like if it's foggy outside, if it's raining outside, if it's torrential, you can't really see 1 foot ahead of you. But when the sun is here, it talks about how you can see for miles and miles and miles because there's nothing getting in the way of this connection. And of course the chariot indicates that she has a sense of where she's going with this, where she wants us to go with you. And I just keep seeing 1 foot in front of the other, just continuing down this path. And another image they're showing me is that because the chariot is basically someone in a carriage, in a chariot, and they have horses and they're riding. The best conditions is what I'm hearing. Like when you're in your car, the best conditions to drive or the best conditions to get anywhere is when it's a sunny day outside. So I feel like that's what they're saying here is that you guys are in the best conditions for a great relationship. And that's maybe what she's thinking to herself because this is, of course, thoughts and feelings. So you guys are doing really well. I feel like every single day is better than the last. And I'm hoping that you guys can get that official moment together very, very soon. So let's take a look at your second question. Hey, Day, thank you so much. I will add you after Crow's Nest. What did you donate for? Because you donated a unique amount. Oh gosh. Okay. So, Day, what I could do for that, I could do 2 yes/no readings. Um, I could do a mini reading and maybe pull like an extra card or two. So, we'll have to see what you want to know and see what I can offer for you for that. But we'll get to you in just a second. All right, James. I'm attuning Patty for her Reiki. Okay, Day. I'm attuning Patty for her Reiki 1 and doing a session with her. How will this impact their relationship? So, James, I'm hearing like not letting something go to waste, like seeing the opportunity while it's in front of you, while it's still here. Um, so I feel like this is going to help strengthen the connection in the sense that for her, she's going to maybe have a sense of urgency. Maybe urgency is a strong word, but I can't think of anything else right now. I'm just trying to explain. Hey, Crow's Nest, welcome back. A sense of maybe just like this understanding that she can't let your connection slip away. She doesn't want to, and she can't let that happen. So a lot of times, because I see the Ace of Wands, so a lot of times, like an of Wands, the negative version of that would be like wasted opportunity and or missing an opportunity, wasting time, wasting potential. And so I feel like with this Ace of Wands here, it's making me feel like she's saying through this session or through these sessions, whatever ends up happening with this, it's allowing her to see maybe the strength of your connection and saying, I can't allow him to get away. I can't allow myself to miss out on this opportunity with him. I'm very aware of what I have while it's in front of me. Um, and I feel like this is good for your connection because this is essentially creating like this, again, sense of urgency. I don't have another word for it, for her to say, I need to make sure that I'm ready. When he's ready, I need to make sure that I'm ready too, because I don't want this to go away. I don't want this opportunity. I don't want to miss this opportunity. Again, I'm kind of like talking in circles. I hope that that is making sense, because for some reason that's all I keep hearing. Um, Ace of Wands is also like very fertile ground. So this indicates like the again and going back to my last reading, the conditions are good conditions, fertile ground, for you guys to kind of use this as like a launching pad to embark on a new step for your relationship. You said it doesn't fall. Okay, good. um so I feel like this is almost like the spark that you guys need to maybe understand in a full capacity or a fuller capacity of what you mean to one another. So this brings like a bond, almost like a closeness here, doing these sessions together. I'm also seeing like something highlighted again with like childhood. So I don't know why that theme, children, childhood, keeps being brought up in your readings, but there's something here to that effect. We have the Six of Cups. This also talks about like going back to childhood. So potentially during a session, maybe we're clearing away, or unlocking and allowing to process maybe some childhood things that could be serving as a energetic block for her, uh, or maybe children itself, maybe just like maybe future children. I'm not sure exactly why this theme is here, but overall, what it feels like to me is less anxiety, transformations, understanding who you are to her in a way that she can't let you go. She can't let you get away. She has to, you know, be confident in planting her feet in a connection with you for fear of losing you, which she is like, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. And then also just being really fertile ground. There could be like, I mean, honestly, I'm hearing fertility, I'm hearing children. This could also be a way to kind of clear that block that maybe you're feeling in the child area, by maybe helping clear her childhood wounds. She could potentially shift into wanting children at some point. So yeah, those are the themes that I'm picking up as far as the Reiki sessions are going. And let's get started on your last question. Smiley, yes, I am early. I posted that on my Instagram story that I was going to be going early tonight. I did. I did. Thank you for asking. I did enjoy my birthday. It was great. I was telling people on Sunday, well, my husband got me an iPad, and I'm used to be, but I'm really not a materialistic person. I think I've kind of grown out of that. It could be thanks to my North Node Aquarius, but I'm not. I like to use things until they're no longer good. I don't like to be wasteful and just get the newest thing just because it's available. I like to take care of my possessions and use what I've got. So in 2016, he got me a Kindle Fire tablet, which I use quite a bit, and I was just going to use that until it just didn't work anymore. But he surprised me and he got me an iPad, which was really sweet of him. And I'm super, super grateful. And I'm definitely like, I was way more grateful than what I'm even acting right now. I just have told this story like 1,000 times. But so, anyways, he did that. On Saturday, we got a case for it and a stylus. And then he took me to dinner to Bonefish. And then we got dessert after that, came home, and we're catching up on The Walking Dead. So we watched some of that together. And it was just a really nice and very peaceful birthday. He made it amazing for me. I was saying the only thing that would have made my birthday even better is if I had seen my family that day. But Brennan really knows how to make me feel special. And so it was a really, really great day. And I'm really grateful for him. Um, and then just the extra time off was really nice as well. Thank you, Amy. I'll add you to the list. Thanks, Mature. We are actually working on donations at the moment. So, Mature, I'm sorry, but our free list did close. All right. How will the night go for Patty and James after the wedding? How will the night go for James and Patty after the wedding? So, James, what I am getting, uh, well, first, there's like a message here of you have been extremely thoughtful throughout this whole process, we'll call it, with her. Um, you've been considerate. You have put your wants and your needs aside to essentially be prepared and ready for when she's ready. Despite how you might be feeling or what you might want to happen, you have been very patient. And I think partly because you're like, I don't want to blow it, maybe. You're like, I want to make sure I'm doing this the right way because I don't want to jeopardize or risk like this going well or not going well. And um part and then mostly like I would say like 90% of it is just making sure that she feels like she's ready because I know that's important to you. And I am getting that that is going to pay off really, really well. Um, they are saying that there is some type of conversation that happens after the wedding that's very direct. And I feel like it might be by you, but there's some, like, it's either you or her. I think it's you. That's very direct with her. Like, very direct about your intentions, what you want from this. The Knight of Swords is here, so it indicates just like an honesty. Something might come over you to like just say what's on your mind or be expressive. Um, Very, very clear and direct is what I'm hearing with the Knight of Swords. Um, Now, sometimes the Knight of Swords talks about like impulsive behavior, but I don't think this is necessarily impulsive. I think that it would have been impulsive maybe last year to do something like this. But I think for you, it's a matter of how long can I hold this in? I really, really, I want to be more. And so I think that something might overcome you after the wedding. Maybe it's the feeling of romance in the air, or like seeing people in love, maybe feeling close to her that day. I don't know, but they're kind of showing me that there's this like conversation that happens that's very direct by you, and it's something that kind of just like you can't really hold in anymore, and you like maybe want to tell her what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your intentions are. Now, I asked if she would receive it well, and I am getting a yes, but I do have the Nine of Wands here with that yes. So the Nine of Wands indicates like she might be like, whoa, like, like I don't know. I think she knows to expect it, but I think at the same time it's kind of like it's like a proposal. Like women might know that a proposal is coming, but they don't exactly know or know when or whatever. So I think it does kind of catch her off guard a little bit, but I am getting that she receives your conversation well. And the Chariot here indicates like victory. So I feel like either you're asking her to be your girlfriend and you're just like, I can't wait any longer, or you're just being very direct with her about your intentions. You might say something like, um, Patty, like, I really enjoy my time with you. I really like spending time with you. You're the only one I think about. And I'm just giving you the heads up that, at some point, I am going to ask you to be my girlfriend. So just be prepared. Like, you might say something like that to her, kind of like witty and cheeky, and just kind of see what her reaction is. Because I think that you want to be clear with her. You don't want her to feel rushed, but you also are kind of tired of holding it in. And, that's kind of what I'm getting as far as how the night is going to end. I feel like there's definitely a more clear, direct, assertive type of energy that's coming from you that night, in her direction. So we'll see how that goes. Is the wedding on Saturday, the 8th? All right. I am. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm very tired today. I'm sure you guys can tell my energy is not as high as it usually is, which is why sometimes I don't go live this early, because I like to just get things done around the house, kind of hang a little bit, kind of get my mind on right. But I don't know, I just felt called to go on earlier today for some reason. So here I am. But I am doing well. Everything is good. I think I'm on a lower lower energy today. So I feel like I'm talking slower. I'm not as enthusiastic, but we all have those days. I'm working out daily, eating right, taking care of myself. Ooh, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. I'm off the dating apps, taking a break from them. Okay, but we'll see what's coming. Let's see. I don't know, Crow's Nest. I don't know if I'm seeing. I feel like for you, when it comes to dating, I don't know if I necessarily connect you with finding your person on a dating app. For some reason, I don't feel that way. And I'm always seeing kids around you. Whenever I do your readings, I'm seeing kids, kids, kids. Or I think about children. I think you said you're a mom. So maybe that's what that's about. But for some reason, whenever we talk about love, when we do readings, because most of the time it's about love, I'm always seeing kids around you. So I don't know if that's like a theme, if it's something that affects your love life. They don't live with you. Okay. We'll see what that's about. But let's see what's coming in love for Crow's Nest in the near future. You don't think you'll meet someone online? I mean, it happens, but I don't know if I sense that for you either. Oh, damn. That's kind of bullshit in my opinion, because if kids don't live with their dad, it doesn't mean they're a bad dad. Or I should say, it's not perceived that they're a bad dad. If, it's like, why is the mom always the default parent? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Mothers are judged way more harshly, I think, than dads are. And I'm not even a mom, and I see it. Yeah, for sure. Um, so when it comes to love, I have the Seven of Pentacles. So what this is saying to me is that this is on its way for you. I do know that I'm sensing a lover, partner, person for you in the very near future. And when I see the Seven of Pentacles, it makes me feel like or I guess the universe or whatever, like your manifestations have just been planted, like they are going to, it's just a matter of time, essentially. Like everything is here for you, it's ready for you. When I see the Seven of Pentacles, it reminds me of literal seeds, like if someone's gonna plant for something to grow, like flowers or vegetables or fruit or whatever, and they literally put the seeds in the ground and cover it with dirt. You're not going to wake up the next day and see those plants that have fruit and or whatever it is you're growing on it the next day. It is going to take some time. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to have what you're looking for. It's just not going to be here tomorrow. But it's here for you, though, in a sense that the work is done. It's just a matter of the right conditions, rain, sun, time, whatever, for you to actually be able to reap the benefits of that thing. But the work is done, is essentially what I'm hearing. So that to me tells me that you're going to meet this person this year, within the next couple of months, probably. It's essentially saying there's nothing else that you need to do. Just be you. Just live your life and do your thing. There's nothing extra out of the ordinary that you're going to need to do. I also see that because you are changing your habits, you're intuitively know that something big is on its way as well. Now, you may feel that you have your reasons for eating better and taking better care of yourself. In your mind, mentally, you have literal reasons as to why to do that. But your body, your intuition is telling you that something is on its way. And because of that, your vibration is getting higher. And it might be elevating you to a place to where you actually realistically can meet this person in the very near future, because you're becoming the person that that person would want to be with, and vice versa. Maybe they're also doing the same thing. So you can kind of feel like the pre effects of what's coming through for you. Um, and when you start making those shifts, it's like you're kind of preparing yourself for that person to come in. And in your mind, you go, oh, I just want to eat better. I want to look better. I want to feel better in my clothes. I want to not have so many stomach issues or headaches or whatever your reasons are for doing these things and making these changes. But on a body level, on an energetic level, your body is preparing you for this new person that's supposed to come in. James says, wedding is tomorrow the 6th. I'm delayed. I'm just hearing you ask now. Oh, no, that's okay, James. No worries. So like, yeah, exactly. Like you said, you can feel it. So just know, like, you're doing all the right things. You're manifesting what it is you're looking for. You're becoming that person that will be ready for when you meet them. I definitely see you guys having a lot in common as well. So, because here with the Hierophant indicates a lot. I mean, you might even have friends in common, honestly. Like you guys have quite a bit in common. Similar lifestyles, similar goals, similar values. Um, and again, common interest or common things in common could potentially be even the people in your life, and you meet through those people that you have in common. I feel like this is going to happen before the fall. I don't want to rush anything, but that's kind of what I'm picking up as far as when you're going to meet them. So, like, literally any point, like any moment in time between now and probably like October, I would say. Um, I am hearing Scorpio season, but I don't know if that just means like you'll meet them before Scorpio season or what that is. I just feel like I see a lot of like summer, fall energy. There's multiple wands here, and for some reason, I'm getting the image of like bonfire. And I think that you typically will have a bonfire in the summer, early fall time season. And sorry, my words are not really making sense today. It's Gemini season. You think that I would be on it way more since I am a Gemini, but for whatever reason, I can't talk right now. So, is like Mercury in retrograde or something? Does it show what sign they are? Let me pull some cards on that. Um, so right now I've got lots of fire and earth. So I have Taurus, Sag, Leo, Virgo. But let me pull specific cards here to ask the question. Mm-hmm. What signs are this person? What signs? Virgo's coming through pretty strongly right now. You know, this could be a personality trait. It could be that this person's a hard worker, very organized. Taurus energy is here again. Um, I know that you get a lot of Leo in your readings. It's hard to say if that means that this person is a Leo or if maybe it's just your energy coming through. But they could be. They could be. what I will say is, personality wise, they feel like to me a very hard worker. They're really good with money. They're really good at manifesting their goals, what it is that they want. So it could be like personality wise, they're very earthly, but maybe they come through like their rising might be like an earth sign or something. Um, because the way that they're perceived is kind of like a go-getter, organized, someone who wants to rise to the top, be the best of the best, make money easily, that kind of like just ambitious, maybe even like a person of means or a self-made type of person. Um, so I don't know. I'm not pulling signs specifically for you, but I would say earth and fire are probably the strongest that I'm getting for this person. And I think if I remember correctly, that's also similar to what I've gotten in the past, minus like a Gemini here and there type of energy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a earth sign presenting type of person. So probably like a earth rising. Taurus, well, the great thing is, Crow's Nest, is that if you have a relationship with someone who is very earth heavy, they are going to want a commitment because they're very grounded energy. They like stability, they like consistency. So it's a really great energy. So even if they are Leo, but let's just say heavy earth energy, you're going to get that commitment from that person because it's just naturally going to be who they are. You've been waiting years. Yeah, I really feel like this is your person, Crow's Nest. Whenever I see the Hierophant, it always makes me feel, Day, if you want to let me know what's going on and we can look into this for you. Um, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Crow's Nest. I get side. That's why I don't look at the chat that often because I try not to get distracted. Um, oh, the Hierophant. Whenever I get the Hierophant, Crow's Nest, I feel like that's indicating that marriage is likely because even though it's not justice, even though it's not Ten of Cups or whatever, to me, the Hierophant indicates that you guys have so much in common. There's so much similarity. Not that you're identical as a person, but everything that you want, the other person wants too, and that's just such a practical match that it doesn't make sense that you guys wouldn't be on the same path together and be life partners to one another. Just because you guys have common interest and common values and common goals does not mean that it's boring. It doesn't mean that you guys are too similar. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be passionate and exciting. It just means that it's a very practical match, that there's no way that you guys, it wouldn't make sense together. And that's what I try to portray whenever I see the Hierophant there. So I really feel like this match just makes sense. And especially because the Hierophant comes through multiple times in your readings, I think this really is going to be, your person. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Crow's Nest, for your donation. Okay, so I need to know what confirmations to look for when it comes to my purpose career field. Like, for some reason, I feel all over the place. Okay. Okay, Day. Give me 1 second. had to grab a different deck. So, the first thing I want to say about this question is that the life purpose that you have is not mutually exclusive with the career choice. It is amazing and it is beautiful when our career aligns with our purpose, but it's not always going to be the case. And sometimes we put too much stress and pressure on us to make that make sense. I will say for me personally, and I know for other people in here, you have multiple interests, multiple hobbies. You get inspiration all the time on this new thing that you can do, and you can have multiple purposes and multiple careers. I understand like you want to try to lock something down, feel more secure, more stable, and I'm going to pull cards on this for you. But I also want you to know and keep in mind that your purpose can be something completely different than your career. And your life purpose can evolve and change, and your career can evolve and change. So I've worked in many different fields, and I feel like in every stage of my life, I've had a different life purpose. But the one thing that I always came back to was, who am I fundamentally? Who am I as a person deep down? What are my interests and who am I? And I always come back to the fact that I'm a healer. I'm a healer in all different kinds of ways. I was a healer when I was a clinical assistant. I was a healer when I was a hairstylist, making people feel better. I'm a healer now as a tarot reader. I have had multiple careers where everything always comes back to, what do I feel I'm good at? And that's helping other people. So it's important day for you to think, what do I always come back to? Or of all these careers, what does it have in common? And who am I as a person? And what is my life purpose? And that's something very personal to you. But I do have a life purpose deck, so I will be pulling cards for you to see if there's any kind of guidance or confirmation. But just because I'm a healer, personally, that's what I align with, identify with. It doesn't mean that every career I've ever had aligns with being a healer. I've been a hostess at a restaurant. I've been a server. I've worked as an administrative assistant. Like, I've worked in a, exterior house washing company as an administrative manager. None of these things are healing in a sense. So my careers don't always align with what I feel my life purpose is. And maybe my life purpose is to be a healer, but maybe next year my life purpose turns into being a mom. Or, my sister's life purpose is to be a mom and to be a foster parent to other children or to animals. It's essentially like, what is it that you identify? Another good question to ask yourself is, of all of these career paths, what is there in common? What do these things have in common? And if you can figure that out, then you might see what you're drawn to or what your life purpose is. But you don't have to be hard on yourself to think that your life purpose has to be in alignment with your career. Sometimes your career is completely different than your life purpose, but your career is the vehicle that allows you to have a life purpose, to allows you to have that mission, even if it's completely unrelated. It's funding your life so that way you can focus on your passions. Your life purpose could be a singer, but it doesn't mean that's what your job is going to be. You might do something completely unrelated to music. All right, let's pull some cards for Day. What confirmations does she need to look for when it comes to her life purpose? Okay. So one of the things that I'm getting is that you're very close to two things. You're very close to finding what it is you're looking for, finding an answer to what you're looking for. You're very close to coming to a conclusion. But you're also very close to what your perceived problem is here. Like you view this as a problem that needs to be solved, and you're very, very close to it. And I think coming here is a good idea, but I also think it's important that you maybe get some distance from this to try to gain some perspective. Because if you're very much in it and very much close to it and very much constantly thinking about this, it's going to be very stressful for you to try to think of a solution. But if you take a break from it and you maybe find your answer somewhere else, then you'll have better perspective of what it is that you're looking to find, what answer you're looking for. So that's what they say, like if you're going to study, then study like in sections and make sure you go for a walk, take a break, allow yourself to naturally absorb this information, because if you're too focused on something, sometimes it's very hard to see the answer. I also have sensitivity, so as I was saying earlier about how over time your life purpose might change, and that's okay. That's what they are saying here is for you specifically, you're becoming more sensitive and you need to make changes accordingly, that your life purpose is going to change over time, that you might have one constant life purpose, but then you're going to have like other branches of what you're supposed to be doing that might change or evolve over time. What are some things what are some things she needs to know in regards to her life purpose? Okay. So one thing I'm seeing is further education. So whatever it is that you're thinking as far as career life purpose, this is requiring further education, like outside of your typical high school graduate. So the thing that you're looking for, the answer that you're seeking, if it requires additional education, that might help narrow down your search, because they are saying that, or trying to guide you in the direction of further education. So this could be vocational school, this could be additional training or courses that are needed for certifications. This could indicate college degrees or after college, furthering your after college career. I don't know, I can't remember what that's called. I didn't go to university, but um essentially what they're saying is that this isn't just going to be something that you learn on the job. This is going to require further education, licensing, certifications, or degrees. So what else can we tell her? What else can we tell her? What else can we tell her about this life purpose? Okay. So they are saying that you may feel very confused or lost at the moment, but you're actually doing everything right. You're actually on the right path. Um, it's almost like you're here in this place of maybe confusion or feeling lost for a reason. I'm getting a lot of using your voice. So this might, I don't know if this career field would go hand in hand with the life purpose, but I'm hearing for whatever reason, like using your voice, speaking your truth. Um, so you could be like, it could be like singing, writing, speaking, um, giving your opinions, voicing your thoughts out loud could be like a life purpose for you, potentially in alignment with a career field. Something to do with like your voice or using your voice to speak. or to write or to sing. To heal, even. Any other information about her life purpose, please? Hey, Miss Keeley, welcome in. Sorry, I'm just now addressing your question. My free list is closed for the day, but I am doing a giveaway for free tarot readings if we hit 25 likes on the live stream. So if you'd like to participate in that, just stick around and hopefully we can get to 25 likes before the live stream is over. Day, do you do spiritual work at all? Because I feel like I keep getting the message of spiritual work. I'm seeing chakras. I briefly saw the word healer. I briefly saw like doing readings, like how I do. So there's like little minor notes here of spiritual work, and I didn't know if that was something of interest to you or not. I do have the children card for you. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and or healing children. I'm hearing like counselor, counsel, and teacher. Maybe that's why I was getting schooling. There's a student teacher theme, seminar sessions. That's a wide range, but that could be like life coach courses, um, inspirational like talks, podcasts, influencing. And I also have speaker at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like something to do with your voice is important here. Um, so hopefully, Day, this kind of gave you some direction. I hope it brings you peace into understanding that your life purpose and your career don't have to go hand in hand. They are not the same thing. They can be the same, but they don't have to be. And maybe that will take some stress off of you. I feel like understanding who you are fundamentally, who you've always been, think back to the very first memory you can think of. Who have you been? Like, for example, since the beginning of time, even as like a 4 or 5 year old, I've been very introspective. I've questioned religion at a very young age, probably like 4 or 5 years old. I questioned life after death as a kid. I was very morbid in that way. I've always been interested in astrology. I've fundamentally always been someone who wanted to help other people. And when you think of those things, spirituality is like encompasses all of those things. And this is why I feel this is a huge life purpose of mine. So thinking about who you are fundamentally, thinking about all of your interests and what do those have in common, and then thinking of the different things that I might have said today, if any of that helps give you any guidance or direction. This is going to take a lot of, reflection, I think, on what you're going through right now. And it's going to take some time to really get to know yourself even more to figure this out. But I do hope that understanding your career and life purpose do not have to go hand in hand. Maybe helpful. I'm not sure. But that is what I have for you, Day. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. So next we have Amy. Let me see if anybody else donated really quickly. After Amy, I have Rising Storm. So let me update the list. Day, I'm not sure where you went, but I do hope that helped you. Okay, so Amy and then Rising Storm. Speaking of Rising Storm, we just had a Rising Storm over here. It was like torrential. Amy, I am reading your question now. Hey girl, hey. Oh, thank you, friend. Thanks so much. It flew by. Isn't it kind of crazy how like you identify with your birthday and for the longest time you get excited when it's here because you feel special and it's like a day to celebrate you. But for some reason, like when the day actually gets here, it like doesn't feel any different. Is it like that anticipation of the day itself like higher the expectations? So when it's here, you are like, "What? I don't feel any different." I don't know what it is, but the day flew by. It went by so fast. But Brennan did everything he could to make me feel so special, and I was really grateful for it. I know, it's crazy. Isn't it? Yeah, I understand that. I understand how you could get sad for sure. I went through that a couple years ago. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was by far probably the best birthday that I've had in a long time. Like I said, the only thing that would have made it better if I could see more of my family that day. But outside of that, it was super, super special. All right. What do Amy's kids, including the new kids at work, think and feel towards Amy? Have you had them for a long time, Amy? You said I got a bunch of new little ones that I'm still getting to know. Okay. Because this feels like they haven't had, yeah, that exactly. Like they haven't had a long time to get to know you yet. So Afsane, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. My free list is closed for the day, but we are doing a free reading giveaway if I can get 5 more likes on the live stream. So if you want to stick around and make sure you hit that like button, hopefully we'll be doing a giveaway soon. Yeah, I know that you've had some of them for a long time and some of them brand new. So let me do like a divided reading where I'm doing a couple cards towards the ones that you've had versus the ones you're still getting to know because I think there's like a mix of feelings here. You're like number 21. Okay, perfect. Thank you for liking. Hopefully we can do that giveaway today. All right, so we have the King of Cups here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, so we have the King of Cups here, and so this indicates like trust. So I think that there's this level of trust that you've already established with your kids that you've had from before. And so these kids look up to you. Like they look at you truly as like a role model, is what I'm hearing. And there's a lot of trust and like comfort that they get from you. And I think that these kids were super, super happy to see you. So I don't know if they knew in advance that you were going to be a part of their like teacher staff or whatever. Like I don't know if they knew in advance. But it seems like a very pleasant learning or something, like a very pleasant, oh, I'm gonna see her again, or I saw her again. I was very happy that this happened. um you see your new kids seem to be okay with you but still warming up. We also have the Lovers here, so that indicates to me is that this is a great bond or relationship or rapport that you have created with your kids that you've had before. There was something else here with the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, you have some kids that want you to be their teacher forever. That's kind of cute. So the Ten of Pentacles indicates like a long-lasting or enduring type of relationship, and so they're saying they want you to be their teacher forever. They feel like you are family or that you create a family environment for them. They feel very supported by you. Also picking up on there's going to be one kid, you might know who they are already, but they're going to be like a Velcro kid. So once they warm up to you, or if they already are warmed up to you, they're the type of kid that wants to be attached to you, like 24/7 attachment. And really have all of your attention. I for some reason was picking up on like this kid always wanting to be like around you. Um, Maybe that kid needs like a little more attention than usual. Maybe they constantly are fighting for the attention at home, and so maybe they are looking to have more attention at school. Hey, Catherine, welcome in. As far as like the new kids, I am getting that they're on the fence. But not for anything that you're doing. It has nothing to do with you actually. It's just the fact that this is like kind of a new experience for them. So I think they're just kind of like you said, warming up to you is a good way to put it. Um, but they think you're so nice and cheerful is like one of the big words that I'm getting. Very nice and cheerful. Yeah, like I first okay, so the image that Spirit showed me um is because they for some reason when I'm doing readings, like Spirit will give me an event or something that might have happened in my personal life. Most of the time, sometimes not, but most of the time they'll try to show me a time to explain that moment or how that felt so that way I can relate it to you. um and in this instance particularly, I went and so my sister has a friend, and that friend has three kids, and they're all very close in age. One is a set of twins and the other one was born like Irish twins. So because they're all less than a year apart and there's three of them, um they're very very close in age. I call them the triplets even though they're technically not, and they're like Irish triplets, if that makes sense. And I went over there. I never watched them before. I never knew them before, in a sense of being their caretaker. But I was helping my sister who normally watches them, and she couldn't do it. And her friend was in a pinch, and she knew me and trusted me, so she asked if I could do it. Anyways, that's a long story short. I go over there and these kids are literally like jumping on me, asking for uppies, asking for me to give them all their attention. All three of them are like fighting for my attention. Like I never really interacted with these kids, but they were just extremely open and welcoming. And for some reason when I was doing this, I was hearing like Velcro Kid. They were showing me an instance where these kids were all fighting for your attention in relation to like a time in my life when something like that happened. Um so that's for some reason why that message came through. I'm also getting with the new kids too, is that they're gonna like you better than their other teachers. That's funny. So some of these kids didn't do well with the previous teachers that they had, or previous situations that they've had. And because I have the Six of Swords that indicates like things might have been hard for them, and now you are going to make things easier or better. And that made me feel like they're going to like you better than their other teachers. The last message I'm getting here is that if a kid seems to be keeping themselves at a distance from you, it's not anything personal. It's a basically a sign for you to dedicate a little more of your focus on them. Because you've got some shy kids in the class. So if a kid keeps their distance, they do want to get to know you, but they're not the type of person to shove in. They won't shove in. So just try to maybe get to know them a little more. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Okay, so I'm catching up in the chat. You said, crazy enough, one of my little ones are a set of twins that I've had them, and one of the twins, she's always liking to be around me. Yeah. I've heard some of my kids say this one teacher I met this year, Miss Kristen, they feel she's too mean. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, yes, I do have some shy kids. Because my kids that have been known me each time I leave my shift, they're always so dramatic. Like I'm leaving them forever. You're like, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. So yeah, you definitely have some kids that will dote on you for sure, but I'm just hearing like Velcro kids, latch kids. Um, Okay, so let's take a look at our likes here. Okay, we're just a couple likes away from a free reading giveaway. So if you guys have not taken the opportunity to like the live stream, I encourage you to do so now. Before my live stream is over, if I hit 25 likes, we will be doing a giveaway, which essentially is like a raffle, as Amy said. I put your name on a wheel and we spin the wheel, and whoever wins gets a free mini reading from me. So number one, if you have not liked the live stream, do that now. And then if you have done that, stick around because we're very close to announcing a winner and you have to be present to win. So those are the two recommendations. You are more than welcome to leave my live stream, but you might run the risk of not getting a win. Hopefully we can get there in the next few minutes. So Amy, that is what I've got for you, girl. Hopefully you like that reading. We are going to move on to Rising Storm. We're very close. Okay. Rising, I'm reading your question now. Oh, that's interesting. Rising. Hmm. Okay, how did he feel? How did he feel? Okay. So the first thing that I'm getting, Rising, is that with this information coming to light, he's saying you've given him a lot to think about. So he's kind of in this place of digesting this information, or I guess this new information that you have provided to him. He's kind of like digesting slash gestating it, like processing it basically. Um, I think that he wants you to know that he's not happy at home. These indiscretions that he has with her are not making him feel good at all, and that he's coming from like a very broken place. Um, like something to me makes me feel like he feels like he's not handling things the right way. Um, but he keeps going back to like feeling very broken or being in a very broken place. And these decisions that he makes are because he does not have the proper tools to, I guess, make the right decisions. Like he doesn't feel like he was given the proper like arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't feel like he was given the knowledge or the tools to handle things the right way. He has really bad coping mechanisms is what I'm hearing. Um there's more to this. Hold on. He's saying that he had really really bad examples in his life. I'm assuming these are like parental figures that have made him feel or think that the way he was living was okay. And he's realizing that that's not the case now. So it's like essentially he's having to like overhaul, that's what I'm getting, overhaul his the entire way that he does things. So, for example, your disappointment in him has been very enlightening, but also I think to him, he didn't realize that there could be disappointment from you here. Um, I think firstly, he probably thought you didn't care enough to um, use this as a reason to cut him off. And in addition to that, he didn't think he was doing anything wrong by being with her. So I think that he's saying this has just been a lot to take in because now he's having to um now he's having to first of all understand that what he was doing was not acceptable or appropriate to you. Um he said that's the reason why I distanced myself. He was doing things with her, I stepped away. Yes, exactly. Yes. So I think that he's saying that he just didn't realize that he was doing something that could be perceived to be wrong because he never knew that this was something to be disappointed in. I think that it's like hard to explain, but it's kind of like okay, imagine, let me just go with an example really quickly. If you have parents who steal and they teach you to steal, and all you know is to steal is to survive, to steal is to get by, then You get taken away from those parents, put into the foster care system. New parents adopt you, and they have everything that they need. And they tell you stealing is wrong. They have to now take everything that you've learned from one set of parents and try to help unlearn that way of thinking. And now you're finally realizing with the healthy, non toxic parents, i.e., you, Rising Storm, that what he was doing before wasn't right. It was just what he was taught was okay to do. So he didn't ever perceive it as quote unquote wrong. And so now he's having to unlearn what he was taught. So it's one, first of all, he has to process the fact that what he was doing was wrong because he never even knew that. He never was taught differently. And then secondly, now he has to unlearn everything that he learned before. So he's basically a baby at this point when it comes to self-development, when it comes to like and he also I think didn't realize like how much this would affect you personally, like how much this would bother you. And that might sound crazy to say, but that's what I'm getting, is that he just didn't realize this was going to affect you this way. Hey Ray, welcome in. So I think that there was a lot of surprise. He's saying, you know, you've given him a lot to think about with this information. And he's still digesting slash processing it. I know, girl. It's making me realize just um how much he still has to learn. Like it's making me realize that even though he's doing his best and even though he's trying to grow and evolve and he's trying to mature, you know, there's the part of him that's fighting to get out, that's fighting to do better. And then there's another part of him that goes back to natural habits that doesn't really understand that how this is affecting other people. And it's making me realize, like, maybe on the outside, he looks like he has it together or he tries to, but deep down, he has a lot of growing up to do. All right, how is Jay currently feeling? Oh, shoot, I said that out loud. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to do that. I do this all the time. Okay. How is he feeling about her? James, thank you. All right, everybody that's in here, after I'm done with Rising Storm's reading, we are going to be announcing a free giveaway reading, tarot reading with me tonight. This will be redeemed tonight. Make sure that you stick around. After this, we will be doing a giveaway. Okay? So anyone that's in here, stay here. We are doing a giveaway where I will be selecting a winner at random for a mini reading with me. You said it's cool. Thank you. You said you're realizing this. Yes, you're realizing that it's deeper. Exactly. That's what I'm picking up too, is this goes like way farther than we even realize. It goes way past the surface. Okay. How is he currently feeling about her at this time? How is he currently feeling about her at this time? Okay, so he's saying mental overload is what he's saying. He says stressy and depressy. I think you have him in his head quite a bit, in that he's regrouping at this time. I think he's taking a pause. We have the Four of Swords. So this indicates to me the need for sanctuary, the need for quiet, while he gets his shit together, I guess, or gets his mind straight. Hmm. This is a time for him to need solitude. Now, I don't think this is going to last a very long time. He'll be back. You'll communicate with him again. But I think right now that's how he's feeling. So he's kind of keeping like a, I guess, temporary distance, maybe. Again, that's not going to last long. I think he is worried about you. I think he's worried about your mind right now. Um, he's like worried, where's your head at? I hear him saying. Let's see. So he's taking accountability. He says, like, I know that I'm responsible for my actions. Um, and I take responsibility of that. Like I take account of that. Um, but I need you to know that I have inherited issues. He's saying I have inherited issues that go way beyond my generation. And maybe he's saying, like, it's my responsibility to fix this. Or maybe he's the first generation to realize that something actually isn't right here. So I think he's thinking, what are my first steps? What can I do to fix this, to change this? He's showing the Ten of Pentacles, so he's saying, like, I definitely don't want this to ruin what we have. Right, like he's gonna be the cycle breaker. How does he feel about her? We have the Three of Swords in reverse, releasing pain, overcoming depression. He's saying, I hope she forgives me. But the one thing that's coming through is he's saying that he's saying she's been so understanding. Um she's been patient, she's been forgiving. And I feel like he holds some type of responsibility to this because I think that he thinks he's being unfair to you. Like I'm hearing she deserves better. How does he feel about her? How does he feel about her? He's saying, I've let you down. I betrayed you. I've ruined this. And then I think the question, it's not like fully clear, but it's like, can we come back from this? Or like, are we able to get through this? Or is it the nail in the coffin? So he's definitely worried about the state of your relationship for sure. That's like what's coming through. I would say probably the strongest here. I know you said him, but I want him. I know. What are you gonna do? Give it time. I know. That's so difficult though. A lot of time. But yeah, I mean, that's really all you can do, I guess. Amy, I have you. Ray, I have you. Fiza, I've got you on the list. Rising, I've got you. Yeah, it's not all his fault. You're right. You're welcome. Offsane, I have you. Yeah, stick around because we're going to select a winner here in just a moment. If you want to enter to win the free reading giveaway, post a green heart in the chat now. We are adding to the list. And I'm going to leave that open until 7:40 my time. So 7:40, which is in 2 more minutes Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll be closing the list and selecting a winner. James. Now you want an apple. Okay, guys, the giveaway is now closed. We are going to select a winner. You all should see your name there. Okay, good luck, everyone. Congratulations, Amy. Amy is the winner. Everyone else, thank you for participating. Feel free to stick around. We've got at least one more reading to do before I get off of here, but donations are still open. I'm glad, Amy, because I feel like every single time I'm picking a different person to win. It's not like the same person over and over again. So like everyone's getting a chance to win, which is nice. But Amy, I have actually cleared my donation list up until this point, so I can go ahead and work on your reading now to redeem that now. Thank you guys for being such good sports and congratulating her. Perfect. So, Amy, if you need a second to think of your question, that works for me, but I'm ready whenever you are. Ray, I wanted to let you know I got your donation. You'll be next after this, okay? Yeah, I can pull paper messages. Okay, so we have you are irresistible is what I have. We also have specific words like lips, hug, and stare. So this could indicate like spending a lot of time with you um energetically in your presence and just being like in awe of you. There's like the word aware, so I don't know if that means at times you just don't know that he's around when he is. I think there's like this feeling of needing to give you your privacy, but also wanting to like do check-ins with you. So you can keep in mind um that he is checking in on you or that he is around. Let me see here. He's saying that your self-esteem and confidence comes from your creativity. So he's saying always keep that in mind that if you're ever feeling a lack of confidence or if you're ever feeling low self-esteem, he's saying get back into being creative. Like in any form of creativity, that's where you're going to feel the best about yourself and hold yourself in high esteem. He said, "Yeah, I don't think I know when he's around because, like, when I notice birds or butterflies and their colors." Yeah, I don't think you do, actually. I don't think you notice when he's there. Um, so, like, they're showing me, or someone is showing me you sleeping. So it could be at a time when you're just not awake, when you're not aware of it. Oh, wow. Okay. So I just got the message that's probably why you don't have dreams of him a lot of the time is because while you're sleeping, he's there with you in person. And so he's not meeting you in your dreams because he's with you while you're sleeping or something like that. He is making a mention of finding structure in your life, finding maybe structure or routine, or maybe maybe it's an acknowledgement of the fact that you have recently have a new routine in your life as far as like your day to day. So that could be acknowledged here. Ray, if you want to post your question. He says follow past, and the message I'm getting from there is that you're kind of half in, half out. Thank you, Ray. You're kind of half in, half out of like the past and the present or the past and the future. Um, and so it's like needing to move on, finding a way to move on, but somehow you keep getting like swept up in memories or something. Um, he's saying like yeah, I don't know. I just keeping this message of like you're still in the past a little bit or you're trying to maybe have a new normal while maybe your physical body is experiencing the present and the future moments. Your mind is not, your mind is elsewhere. Your mind is not, has not fully caught up with the current like timeline, if that makes sense. Oh, that's so sweet. Um, he's saying your strong qualities are the fact that you're outgoing, Amy. I don't know if you perceive yourself that way. You could identify as like an introvert, but he says that you present like an extrovert. Maybe he feels like that was your connection with him was very outgoing and flirty and witty and funny. So he never really got to see that introverted side because he always viewed you as someone outgoing. But that could also be a um like symbolic or a signal of the fact that you were very comfortable around him, which is why you did that. Okay, so we have the word target. I don't know exactly what that means, but because just it came out by itself, but the first thing I thought of was the store for some reason. I don't know if you go there at all or if you've been there often. We also have country coming through again. We have fantasy coming through as well. I'm not sure if you're feeling unsure or overwhelmed lately, but I do have that message here is that um uncertainty for you or overwhelm might be a theme in your life at the moment. So maybe he tries to hold your hand or give you a little bit more comfort in those moments of uncertainty. I think the last message I've got here is him saying that, you know, you might always be like a anxious person or someone with a lot of anxiety. Um, but he's saying that when it comes to him, he's saying that will soon go away. That will soon dissipate. Maybe he's doing work on the other side to try to help your anxiety when it comes to him and your overthinking. But he's saying that will be you'll be able to overcome that aspect of your grief in the near future. He said I do present that way because I so have my introvert side. You also have your introvert side. You thought of the store too? Eli bought me my swimsuit from Target after our second date. Aww. So maybe that holds special meaning for you guys. That's sweet. That's why, Amy, I don't ever try to interpret 100% when I do paper messages because and I just tell you what words I have because sometimes they'll resonate differently with you for things that I don't even know about or would never have the ability to know. So I'm happy to hear that that resonated for you as well. You're welcome, Amy. Congrats on the win. All right. Ray says, what's next in my career in the next few weeks? All right, let's see. 1 second. Sorry, I was responding to Brennan. He's at work right now and he gets limited breaks. So when he responds to me, I like to get back to him as quickly as I can. Okay, what's next in career for Ray? After Ray, we have Rising Storm. Rising Storm for an add-on, it looks like. Rising, you wanted, well, I don't have, okay, hold on. Rising Storm, if you're in here, I don't have an option for paper messages, so Amy always just pays me for a mini reading for those. But I'm happy to do paper messages for you if that's what you like. I just didn't have it listed as an option. So I either have that or I can do message cards for you. It's up to you, but it sounds like you want paper messages. So I'll just pull some paper messages for you if that's what you want. Maybe that should be something that I offer. I never thought to do that, but maybe I should. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you for liking the live stream. You're welcome, Amy. Have a great night. All right, this is for Ray. What's next in the career in the next few weeks? Ray, you're going to be given an offer for a job or a promotion. I don't know if you currently have a job right now, but this talks about job offers. I see you have been putting a lot of effort into your career, so either finding, maybe establishing a job for you. You're welcome, Rising. Maybe establishing a job for you, or maybe working really hard in the career that you currently have to be noticed. But I see here there's a lot of effort being put forth to this area of your life, and maybe you're not really sure what's to come of it. We have the High Priestess here. So this indicates a lot of the unknown or not really sure what's going to happen. Hey, SB, welcome in, girl. It's good seeing you. You ready to leave there? I'm getting a job offer is what I'm getting. A job offer. Knight of Cups indicates proposals, offers, invitations. So keep in mind that there's going to be someone from the outside, probably a woman. I'm getting Queen of Cups that's going to be wanting to reach out to you and offer you or make an offer to you. Yeah, I've been doing all the work for the 5th grade end of the year activities. That sounds like a lot of work. Definitely seeing that contemplation here with the Hermit, but I am seeing like a woman in authority that's surrounding this. This person has deep interest in you, so maybe they're trying to look out for you. Queen of Cups can sometimes talk about like a maternal figure or just like an older woman or a woman that might try to like protect you, look out for you, try to help set you up for success. Queen of Cups is like someone that kind of takes on the role of like looking out for a younger person. It doesn't necessarily mean they are your mom. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are a maternal figure to you, but it just indicates that there's like a woman here that's looking out for you that wants to try to help you. I have 8 of Wands here that indicates speed, progress, movement, action, rushing, like things happening very, very quickly. 8 of Wands also talks about good news coming to you. Maybe even unexpectedly or randomly, kind of out of the blue, something happens. And this card also indicates solutions. So solutions to your problem. Oh, wow. I'm getting like a lot of ringing in my right ear all of a sudden. Okay, so let's go back to solutions. Results. Things paying off. What is it about solutions, Spirit, that you want Ray to know? Success of money or income. Time working on your side. I feel like coming into a relationship with someone who you can trust, who's reliable. Trusting the right people. It's interesting because I have the devil here. So the devil kind of came through when I was getting that like loud ringing in my ear. So maybe just be careful of people that you have suspicions about, or if something seems kind of shady, just pay close attention to that and maybe distance yourself from that person or those type of people. You said, yeah, you've been doing, oh wait, someone in central office. I don't know what that means. Are you asking me if this is someone in central office? I have the Ten of Pentacles here, which just talks about unexpected financial success. The Ten of Pentacles also talks about how you're taking the natural steps to help set yourself up for stability and security in the future. The Ten of Pentacles can talk a lot about like retirement. So maybe the next step that you're taking is to find a place that's going to help you feel more stable and more secure. In your future, and also this could also indicate that this is a place that you will retire from, or that you're going to put a lot of money away at this job into your retirement fund. You mentioned a powerful woman. I was asking if it was someone in central office. Okay, is this person that's looking out for Ray, is this someone in central office? Please show me a yes or no. Is someone in central office? Oh, I am getting a yes. I have the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups here. That's interesting. All right, so next few weeks, be on the lookout for someone to offer you or make an offer to you when it comes to your career. Someone noticing your hard work. And be prepared for solutions to your problems in the coming weeks as well. Wow, that ringing in my right ear, that was so loud and like kind of painful, honestly. Thank you. You're the best. You're welcome, Ray. Absolutely. My pleasure, my dear. You get the ringing. It doesn't happen that often with readings, I notice. I don't know, it'll happen at random times, but this one was actually during a reading and that was crazy. Okay, so I'm working on Rising Storm. We're gonna pull some paper messages for her. And then after that I have SB. Give me 1 second, guys. Something making a really weird noise outside my house. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's like, it sounds like a rattlesnake, but I don't know what it is. I just heard my cat lunge at my door trying to get outside. I think it's fine. I don't know what it is, but it might be a bird. Okay. Paper messages. Paper messages. SB, I got your donation and I added you to the list. SB, are you going to stick around for your reading or did you need a timestamp? All right, Rising Storm. Paper messages from him, please. Ooh, that's a good first word. We have crave. Like, I crave you. Whoa. I'm seeing the word soon. Soon. I also saw, when I saw that word, I saw spoon. And the very first thing I thought I was like spooning, cuddling. Um, so there could be like this desire to be close to you in that way. Also swoon, like just be really being taken by you. So we also have rush. So to me, that can speak to feeling like time is running out and needing to do something with urgency, but also like a rush to the head or a rush to the cheeks, feeling flushed, um, feeling just, I don't know, just like this sense of maybe overwhelm. Which is interesting that I say overwhelm because we also have the word underwhelm here. So this speaks to maybe his feeling for your connection is that he's feeling very underwhelmed with the course that it's taking. He's feeling like he wants um more from it. Like a head rush. Yeah, like kind of like feeling flushed, nervous, blushing. I don't know. It's like a body response is kind of what I'm hearing. Does he smoke? I'm also hearing like smoke and mirrors, so this could indicate that things on the surface or from the outside are not what they actually are. Things are not what they seem to be. So he's saying don't judge everything from the outside because you don't know everything. Try to leave a little bit of room for the parts that you may not know about. You smoke, girl. Maybe smoke breaks. Maybe seeing you on smoke breaks. I don't know. Paper messages from him, please. You go outside and do that? We have divine. You are divine. You make me happy. We have cheer and smile. So maybe seeing you on screen, seeing your smile, seeing you laugh, your mannerisms, how you express yourself. I have the word express here. We have the word desire. So that's kind of like the word crave, like I crave you, I desire you, I desire this. He's saying, what is this? What is he saying? I have the words follow, where, like where are you going, and then commit. COMMIT. So I'm almost wondering if he's like thinking when, where, how, what can I do? When will this happen? Um, and for some reason, seeing these three words together, I'm hearing like secret, secrecy, almost like he wants to sneak away, and have a conversation with you. Like he fantasizes about getting you alone. You weren't expecting that? That's crazy. Yeah, I can imagine. So we have admire. We have hot. We have warm and hot. You know what that's reminding me of? It's reminding me of like, remember that thing like if you were gonna look somewhere and someone would be like, "Oh, you're getting warmer, you're getting oh, you're getting colder." Oh, you're getting hot, 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 hot. I almost feel like he's wondering like how to get to you. He's trying to get how to get hot. Like he's like if you were the thing that he was looking for and he was being guided by his spiritual team saying, "Oh, you're getting warmer, you're getting warmer, you're getting hot." And then like he finds you kind of thing. I don't know why that just image just came to my mind. Um Warm and hot might be something different to you too. It could also indicate his desire for you like physically as well. Um but I feel like he's just like, I want to be where you are. I want to be where it's hot, kind of thing. You said I like that alone. He wants to get you alone. We have that he's in despair. We also have that he's introspecting, which I did pick up that in the reading that we did. We have final words. We have union. Like he might be saying like you're so hot. Like that might be what I'm getting there. You have a beautiful smile. It keeps coming through. And then last words I have is union, and I also have counsel. So I feel like he's saying, let's get together. Let's get together. I want to unite with you. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what's on your mind. And then that really like old school song. Where did I hear it from? Probably from, I think it was from like the original Parent Trap. There's a song that's like, let's get together. What do you say? Why don't you and I combine? Let's get together. Something, something, something. I'm trying to look up the lyrics. Hold on. It's basically a song talking about like let's get together and have some fun. Let's make a scene. Let's hang out. Let's share and talk to each other. Let's get together every day. Um I think you're swell. Nothing can be greater if we get together. Like, I don't know. That's basically what the song is. And for some reason, doing your readings, that's the song that's coming through. It's like a really, really old song. It's not like a new song or anything. It's very, very old. But for some reason, that might be like the energy of the reading. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the Parent Trap, I believe, is where I heard it first, but it's like it's not the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap. I think I heard it from like the very, very old Parent Trap, like the first one. The one from 1961. But anyways, that's what I've got for you, girl. Thank you for your donation. We are going to move on to SB. SB, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. You're welcome, Rising. Thank you. I got to get a little more comfortable. Aw, I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And keep in mind with the paper messages, Rising, that if anything sticks out to you, like if I interpreted something but you initially thought something else, that's probably a message for you. Like for example with Amy, I was like, so I'm seeing the word Target and like the only thing I can think of at the moment is the store. And she had a memory attached to the store Target. And I didn't know that. So she was helping me put the pieces together. That's usually how it goes with paper messages. So just keep in mind if you want to re-listen, if something else comes to mind, it might apply to you. SB is here. All right. So I have you down, SB, for a in-depth and a mini. Is that correct? An in-depth and a mini, and I'm getting that neither of those are love spreads. For the in-depth, you want to know the intentions, and then for the mini, you want to know how he views you. Okay, perfect. Mm-hmm. All right. What are this person's intentions with SB, please? What are these person's intentions? What are these person's intentions? This person's intentions. Okay, so he's saying SB that his intentions are to have, or I guess, okay, this is how it's coming through. I want more of you. That's what he's saying. I want more of you. I want more of this. I'm not done here. Like, I feel like he's holding on to you, especially, and he's saying like I want more of this. It's in like kind of like a gluttonous or greedy kind of way, not selfish, but like almost like I need more. Like I need more of her. Like I need to spend more time with her and get to know her more. Selfishly, I don't want to let her go right now. So like it's not a bad thing at all. That's not, I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear that I'm not saying this in like a negative way. This is all feels very positive. I've always gotten sweet and kind from him, but we'll see if I'm right. We never got to really hang out due to the pandemic. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, well, okay, so I didn't realize you guys have known each other for so long. So he's been holding on to this for a long time then. Because I have the Four of Pentacles, and this indicates like not being able to really let you go. So the idea of you guys exploring this further is something that's always been in the back of his mind then. Four of Pentacles. What are his intentions? What are his intentions? He wants to make decisions based on how he is feeling. He doesn't want to look at this from what's realistic. Maybe that's because the past has all been, let's do what's practical. Maybe now he wants to just follow his heart and follow his gut. I am getting that he wants to hang out with you. Maybe he's a little self-conscious. I don't know. I'm getting, because I have the strength card and this talks about like overcoming your fear and being brave and like just ripping the band-aid off and like not trying not to fear rejection. And so I'm wondering if maybe he's a little bit shy or a little bit hesitant due to like being a little scared or something. Um, you think he's a Cancer? Oh, you think he's a Cancer, if you remember correctly. Um, Strength, it does talk about instilling a sense of confidence. So if he's coming through as a confident person, that would make sense. It's just that this is all almost a facade. Um, okay, I see. Because I was like, I'm hearing contradicting. I'm hearing like that he has a contradicting type of vibe or energy. Because I was like, if you're feeling that he's outgoing, this is like a facade. This is not who he truly is deep down. Deep down, I think he's shy. Deep down, I think he might be a little self conscious. Maybe he does these things on the outside to make himself feel better, to be perceived as more confident than he actually is. Strength also talks about Leo wanting to be attractive to other people. Leos don't really care if they're interested in you, they care if you're interested in them. So, like, for instance, my husband, he is like, my wife is the one for me. And he's a more diluted Leo, but I think that he always wants to be perceived as a attractive, desired person. He cares a lot about how he looks, and not conventional, but how he wants to look is important to him, that it's received well by other people. So he has his own unique style, he's his own no, eccentricities, I think that's the word. Um, but at the same time, like his pride is like fully intact. So however he comes across, if he gets compliments on his hats or his jerseys or his beard or whatever, it's like makes him feel really good. Um, he said he's very into his looks, not bad, but he's very much stands out. So shy, so sweet, but his looks is loud. A lot. It's a lot for me. It's different. Got it. Yeah. Um, what is it about his looks that affect you? Are you used to like a rough and tumble kind of guy? Is this person too? Is it too much of a feminine energy because it's like worried about his looks? Like, or are you worried about like the comparisons? Like if he's gonna get a lot of attraction from other people? Just curious, but you said got it, yes. So that's definitely what I'm getting, but I want to let you know, SB, that it's like he probably does these things because it's rooted in a sense of insecurity. Okay. Um, he's a really nice guy. Good questions. He's a really nice guy. Um, and I think that the exterior is just a reflection of what he is trying to diminish from his interior, if that makes sense. What are his intentions? Yeah, because I have the Four of Swords, and I know we're not talking about his feelings or thoughts, we're talking intentions, but I am seeing a lot of like fear and anxiety coming through. The good thing about him is that he has a sense of direction. Like, he's always going to know where he stands. I think that he's big on contemplation and introspection. And I think that with him, if you guys, let's just say you guys start something up and you start dating, I think you're gonna know where you stand with him. Like, I don't think he's gonna try to make you question too much, but he's definitely very controlled. He's very much like he it's like I don't know, it's like a very controlled situation. Not that he's controlling, but he likes to control the narrative um of how people perceive him. So that's probably why he puts so much effort into his physical appearance. You said, I don't know why. I'm super low key. Interestingly, I stand out because I'm very tall, 5'11, so I always try to hide myself. And you have big hair. That's cool. Yes, he does. He's so different than his first impressions. And that's what I want you to keep going for. I want you to keep going for, um, are you a model? Do you model? I want you to keep going for, I'm hearing model for some reason. I want you to go for like digging up those layers little by little. I want you to get to know him on a deeper level because I don't think that like he might appear superficial, but I don't think that he is. I hope you don't question that, but maybe you do. I feel like he puts maybe more effort on his appearance, but I don't think it's out of superficiality. I think that he has a depth to him is basically what I'm trying to get across, and I think getting to know him would be a good idea, or getting to know him further, and I think that you're already realizing that. What are his intentions? You're into sports. You're a tomboy. Yeah, I think you should give him a chance. He's a very balanced, composed person. He knows how to be serious. He knows how to have fun. Um, I think he would be a good companion as far as like knowing when it's time to hunker down and work and get things done, and then when it's time to have fun. He has a good work life, personal life balance here. I think at this point, his intentions aren't 100% clear because I'm tapping more into personality. Um, I'm wondering, have you guys reconnected yet? Or is this someone kind of just in the back of your mind? Maybe I should get away from my usual type, obviously not working. Yeah. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes it pays off. You reconnected. Okay. I would say just see where it goes because I truly think that's where his head is at. I think what he knows is he likes you. What he knows is he's attracted to you. What he knows is he's never really let the idea of this go. And he is making decisions based on his feelings and his intuition. What is his gut telling him versus what is practical? And I think that there is an attraction here. I think that he has a good head on his shoulders, and that if you guys, like I said, start something up romantically, that you will know where you stand with him day by day. I think he's going to make sure that you're aware of that. We kind of know the same people, but like 2 degrees of separation. Oh, I see. Got you. Hmm. I think that he intends to approach this very casually for now until he can really get a grasp on where your head is at. I think he's not one to get ahead of himself, but I think he is excited about this reconnection. And I think that he will approach this respectfully. I think even like a gentleman, dare I say, chivalrous. And I think that while he will take the lead, I think that he's also going to take cues from you, to determine like how he goes about this. So he's going to wait for signals and cues and things like that from you to let him know like what you would want, what you would be comfortable with. So for example, he might want to kiss you and he would want to take the lead on that, but he would wait for a cue from you so that way he knew that's something that you wanted as well. Yes. Respect is pretty big for sure. All right, let's see how he views you. He has an interesting name. Is it pronounced how it's spelled? Or is it like a version of Johann? Or is it spelled or is it pronounced differently? Okay. How does he view her, please? How does he view her? How does he view her? Oh, really? Oh, he goes by a different name. Oh, wow. How does he view her, please? Oh my God, this is so sweet. He says she's a missed opportunity. Yeah, I think he's saying that like he thought that maybe this was just not gonna happen. Um, I'm also getting that he's been recently kind of bored with life and that you are a welcome distraction or a welcome surprise, that he's been kind of in this slump, and I think you have been to a welcome happiness to his life. He views you more on the conservative side. So you're modest and you're woman-like, what is it? Women, ladylike. What I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but basically like you're a woman of class, modest and just very feminine. Like, I think that he could say he could pluck you out of like the Bridgerton era because you're just very classy. Um, and I think that you maybe recently, I don't know if this is the way you've always been, but he's getting a feeling of like you're letting the guy make the move. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. You're letting the guy make the move. Like you're not here to take the lead on that. You're like this is your job, and so just definitely very old fashioned. You have high moral ground, good values. I don't know if you have a strong faith or belief system, but if you do, that is also another interpretation of this card. And just generally, maybe looking for a more traditional lifestyle with a person. Like you're looking to get married. I don't know if you're open to any more kids, but essentially, like all the typically traditional stuff. Yeah, SB, you can donate. Absolutely. Go for it. So you are coming through guarded, but in a I need to protect myself kind of way, not for any other reason but I'm being cautious. And I think that he might be able to tell a little bit that you're not just kind of like throwing yourself out there. You're definitely not a pick me girl. Um, you're the kind of person that maybe if you hung out with a pick me girl, you kind of just would hang in the background and let, if someone wanted to have a conversation with you, they would have to seek you out kind of thing. Um, I don't think that you're intentionally being rude or disrespectful or anything like that. It's more of a guardedness, just more like a I'm not going to throw myself at you kind of way. That's more like the energy that I feel like he's getting from you. And I see here with the Ace of Cups is that I think he knows that you would want a relationship, like you're looking for actual commitment. And I think too, I feel like this is indicating that he does have feelings for you with the Ace of Cups. He knows you, yeah. Okay, what would you like to ask next? Let me guess. How will he treat you in a relationship? Is that is that going to be your question? I didn't realize you guys had known each other for so long. What is that, like 3 years? 3 or 4 years? Is that what you were gonna ask? I must know you so well. All right, let's see. Let's see. 4 years. Yeah, that's a long time. Ugh. Wouldn't this be so crazy if this was right under your nose all along? That would be so wild. That's kind of what the Four of Cups in your reading means. Like, as he said, missed opportunity, like something that's just kind of always been there, but never really like did anything with it. For those of you who are in here just hanging out, we are doing a last call on donations. So if you want to donate, do it now. I am working on my probably last reading of the night. Okay, we're just going to throw a comment on the screen there for you. All right, how will he treat her in a relationship? How will he treat her in a relationship? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Oh, the Strength card. Hold on. I'm going to break this down, but like, whoa. 3 of Wands. 2 of Cups. Girl, you have like all the love cards that you could ever want. I mean, Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups, and then game over. 6 of Swords, Knight of Wands, High Priestess. High Priestess coming through indicates that I feel like he has a good feeling about you. Because the High Priestess came in an earlier read that we did for you tonight. Ace of Cups is here. Ace of Cups is showing up. So he's saying like he's got a good feeling about you. So in a relationship, I feel like he's gonna do everything he can to get to know you on a cellular level. Like I don't think that it's a coincidence that you said he knows you well, and you said I know you well, and it just kind of happened at the same time. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think he is wanting to get to know you on a really, really deep level. If you guys were in a relationship, he would know you like the back of his hand. I feel like he would be the kind of person that would remember things that you like to surprise you with it. Your favorite food order, favorite flower, that kind of thing. I feel like he would really, I feel like you would feel like you had someone who really saw you. And I feel like that's how he would be in a relationship. Um, Maybe someone who anticipates your needs could be something that would be like a theme in your relationship. Knowing what you need when you need it. So if you're like feeling very overwhelmed and very stressed and you're just like getting in one of your moments, he'd be like, take a break. Let's go for a walk or clear your head. Let's, if I don't know if you drink, but maybe like he'd make you like pour you a glass of wine. I don't know, just like something that makes you feel like you are known, which is really beautiful. Actually, it's making me emotional. I feel like that's like something in like my vows that I wrote or something is like I feel like I'm seen by you. I feel like I'm known by you. And there's nothing more beautiful than that. And so I feel like he would strive to do that in a relationship. Um I also have messages here that he would make your life easier, not harder. You would have an easier life with him. You would feel supported by him, where he's going to think of ways to just make your life better or easier. I think that you will always know his feelings for you. I'm not going to say he expresses it verbally or through acts of service or through gifts of appreciation. I don't know what his love language is, but I can tell you that whatever his love language is, he will be utilizing that to let you know how he feels for you. I feel like he's probably an acts of service person because of this reading. I feel like he's either acts of service or gifts of affirmation. Um, but regardless, I think he wants to make you aware of how he feels. In the center of the reading, you have the Two of Cups. So, partnership is the foundation of a relationship for him. We also have the Four of Wands, so he's going to want to continue the journey with you, constantly taking things to the next level, step by step. So, building a life together is going to be important. And once you achieve a certain milestone, he's going to want to start striving towards the next thing after that. Just continuing to take it step by step. Ten of Pentacles indicates he would want to be your life partner. He would be open to marriage with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands together. That if he commits to you in a relationship, like if you guys make that decision to commit to one another, that he's faithful to that is his priority. That is very special, SB. I don't know if I knew that this is where that was gonna go. Wow. Okay. I got it. So SB, I got your donation, the add-on that you wanted to do. Oh, I see. Okay. I want to hang out and all that, but will he and I like each other? Okay, let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. Will there be a mutual like? Because, like, talking to someone at a distance is one thing, like, hanging out in person is completely different. You're welcome, girl. Okay. Will they like each other? Will they be a mutual interest here when they hang out? Will there be a mutual interest? Um, wow, his intuition is so good, SB. His intuition is like so, so, so good because I keep getting these messages of like he's gonna take cues from you. Um, he's following his intuition and things like that. And I'm like, he can see subtle energy changes. He might even be a medium or a psychic himself. I don't know, but he like he sees subtleties and energy shifts very, very easily. And what they're showing me is that he's going to come into this and immediately want to put you at ease. Like you're going to immediately feel at ease with him because he just has this way about him. The Eight of Pentacles here is a yes. I pulled a yes no card for you to specifically answer your question. Will there be a mutual interest? And I'm getting a yes. But not only am I getting a yes, there will be initial mutual interest, but this interest will grow over time because the Eight of Pentacles talks about continuing to work on something or work towards something and to build something. And so I'm seeing this continued momentum of not only is there initial attraction or initial interest, it grows as well. So there's that. But yeah, I'm getting that he immediately like will put you at ease, want to make you feel better. I think he might be coming with multiple topics of conversations. He's shy, of course, but it's something about his presence that you're like, I like this. I like being around this. And obviously he'll take to you as well. But for you in particular, it's like even if you guys aren't talking, I still think that there's this comfort that he knows how to. Oh, you know what he's reminding me of? He's reminding me of Jasper from Twilight. Like he was, his thing was that he's a man of very few words. You really hardly heard him talk or say anything. He just kind of was just this presence that was always around. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but his vampire power was basically to be very influential, to put people at ease, to make people feel better. Um, he was able to really like mediate and if he felt like people were getting too crazy or too, rageful or full of anger, he was able to, like, what is the word? I'm trying to think of what I'm thinking, like dissipate, dilute. Like he was able to kind of influence a way to be more calm. Um, I don't know if you saw the movie, so maybe I'm sounding really crazy right now. But basically, like, essentially, he was just such a good influence. He was so influential that he knew how to. It's a D word, and I can't think of the word. Hold on. It's a word and I can't find it. It's just like essentially like pacifying someone, like trying to help relax them. And it's just basically because of who he was. So he's just really a really calming presence. But anyways, that's who he's reminding me of. He's reminding me of Jasper from Twilight, where he doesn't necessarily say a lot, but he's just really good-hearted. Maybe he's been through some things and he knows how to de-escalate. That's the word I was looking for. De-escalate situations. Thank you, Spirit. Um And so, with that being said, because he has this really great presence, is like even in moments where maybe the conversation lacks or something, you don't feel this like anxiety of, oh my God, I gotta think of what to say, I gotta think of what to say. It's like, it's fine. It's fine if you guys are quiet. But I do see that you guys both come well prepared with things to say. Um, I mean, with any situation in person is going to be a little awkward at first, but I think it's probably the least awkward interaction that you can have with someone who you're meeting in person for the first time. Let's see. How will this go? They are saying good conversation is here, that you leave this interaction with more clarity as well, because now you have like another angle or view of him because you were able to meet in person. So now you're getting another aspect of who he is. But yeah, to answer your question, I am getting that there will be a mutual interest, but not only that, that mutual interest will continue to grow over time. I think that is all I'm getting for that one. But yeah, so that was kind of like the character that I'm getting. I don't know if that's how he actually is, but you know, I read an energy. So for some, and I guess, you know, Spirit's just trying to pull a comparison for me that I'm familiar with, and so they're using that movie. So I just did a Google really quickly before you go, and it says that his power was pathokinesis, which is the ability to sense and change the emotions of the people around him through his charisma. So, in summary, that's what I was trying to say. And you're very welcome. I like this option for you. This reading made me feel really nice, and I'm excited to see. Wow, girl. I'm excited to see what comes of it for you. Wait, why do you say that? Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh, you feel that way too. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is the energy that I feel for him. He has a cool calmness. Yep, 100%. See, now you got to read the book or you got to watch the movie because then you'll see what I'm talking about. And you know, he's very attractive. So it's like then he's also got that going for him as well. All right, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it, SB. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I look forward to hearing more about your interactions with him moving forward. Anyone else that's hanging out, I will be back tomorrow. So I will see you all then. I hope everyone has a great rest of the night, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.